Good morning, everyone. My name is Nina, and I am one of the butterfly ambassador leads here at Franklin Park Conservatory. We've had a few questions about the butterflies while we are closed to the public, and people have been concerned that they are stuck here in the metamorphosis lab, which is where they emerge from their chrysalises before going into the Pacific Island Water Garden, which is our flight area for the butterflies. And we want to reassure you, we are here taking care of the butterflies. And today I am going to do a virtual talk for you, tell you about some of our butterflies, show them to you, maybe some fun facts and figures that you have not heard about butterflies before, hopefully something new for you today. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take a bunch into the flight area and release them. So let's get started. I have set aside some butterflies to talk to you about. And I'll keep this talk sort of basic. Tell you about the three most important things that butterflies do every single day. So these are activities that you will find butterflies engaging in all over the world. Now, most of our butterflies are tropical butterflies. They are from other regions of the world, so I have some fun ones to show you from a lot of different places that you won't see here in Ohio unless you come visit us at the conservatory. And we definitely look forward to seeing you in the future. Now, the first butterfly that I'm going to talk about is probably our most popular butterfly. Everybody loves this guy. It is from South America, and it is called the common morpho. It is not a very cooperative butterfly, so hopefully it will stick around for a minute and I can show it to you, talk to you about it. You will find this butterfly in South America, places like Brazil, Colombia, all through South America. It does come a little bit farther north into countries like Costa Rica, but that's about as far north as you will find this butterfly. I'm trying to show you on this butterfly, there it is, that it has a large spot right here, has some smaller spots as well. Those are called eye spots. And so one of the things that butterflies are doing every single day is they are avoiding predators. The number one predator for a butterfly is a bird. So different butterflies have adapted different ways of avoiding birds. Now this large eye spot, gosh, I wish my lighting was a little bit better for you. This large eye spot actually fools birds into thinking that they're looking at eyes. So when the blue morpho is hanging around under the undergrowth or wherever it may be, it is hoping that when a bird comes along and looks at it, it sees an eye, not a butterfly. And it does work for the most part. Very often birds are tricked by this butterfly and they leave it alone. Now, another really important thing that butterflies are doing every single day is they are looking for food. So, of course, we are used to seeing butterflies at flowers here in Ohio. Those are called nectaring butterflies, and they are sipping nectar out of the flowers. Morpho butterflies are fruit feeders. So these are butterflies that are going to be looking for rotten fruit, fruit that has fallen to the ground, and they are sipping the juices out of those fruits. I really wanted to try to show you his bright blue wings. There we go. Sometimes if I tickle their feet a little bit, they will open their wings for us. Not so much today. If you've ever tried to take a photograph of this butterfly with its wings open, you will have quickly learned that it is not cooperative. And again, that's because it wants to hide that bright blue color from birds, show that eye off, and try to scare the birds away. When you come to visit us at the conservatory, you will see fruit feeders in the room, and that is for butterflies like the morpho butterfly, sipping that fruit juice out of the rotting fruit. All right, now, another really important thing that butterflies are doing every day is they are looking for mates. Butterflies are very short-lived. I always get asked, how long do butterflies live? Now, it does depend on the species. There are some species of butterfly that can live a fairly long time in the wild. Long-winged butterflies, for example, can live about 4 to 5 weeks. Doesn't sound very long, but for a butterfly, that's pretty good. On average, most species of butterfly only live about 2 weeks long. Now they do better in captivity. The butterflies that live about 2 weeks long in the wild in captivity can sometimes go as long as 4 or 5 weeks. And butterflies that live 4 to 6 weeks in the wild can very often go for 2 or 3 months in captivity. And that's because we have lots of food for the butterflies. There's no rain or weather in the Pacific Island Water Garden, and of course no predators, so they're not being hunted. Now, I was about to talk about the other really important thing that butterflies do every day, and that is looking for mates. Because of their short lifespan, which I just explained, butterflies need to find mates quite quickly. Almost as soon as they come out of their chrysalis and have dried their wings and are flying, they will begin to look for mates. Now this little butterfly is from Central America, South America, and it's called a Grecian Shoemaker. It's one of our smaller butterflies. And you can see here, this one, again, I'll try to get this in focus and able for you to see, maybe right there. The male and female of this species look very different from each other. This little one right here that I'm showing you is the female. She has these white stripes on her wings. Try to get that in focus for you. Maybe there. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. All right. And the male, which is here, has these bright orange dots. Again, let's see if I can get a little bit better lighting and in focus. Maybe. There we go. That looks a little bit better on my shirt there. So the male can open and close his wings very rapidly, and those bright orange dots will begin to kind of flash like little lights, and the female can see that from quite far away. And that's how these guys find each other. They are looking for very specific colors and patterns. And again, these are one of our fruit feeders or sap feeders. You'll see them hanging around the fruit when you come to visit us. Alrighty. One of our longer living butterflies are these long-winged butterflies. These are from South America. Get him to come up on my finger here. There we go. Very beautiful butterfly. This is called a zebra longwing. I wonder if I can get closer and get it in focus. Maybe if I... All right, well, it's hard to get real close and show you these guys close up. The video doesn't seem to want to focus on them. But the long-winged butterflies have those long oval-shaped wings. They are nectar feeders, so you're going to see them hanging around the flowers. I was hoping to bring him over here again. Now, the reason that the long-winged butterflies live for so long is that while they are feeding on nectar, they also eat pollen, so they are getting a better diet than a lot of other butterflies. Other butterflies have not learned how to do that, and for whatever reason, the longwings mix their pollen with their nectar, and it has a higher protein content. So they do live quite a bit longer. The zebra butterfly is actually the official state butterfly of Florida. So if you go down there, you're going to see that butterfly in all kinds of places. Fields, ditches along the side of the roads. I'm trying to get another butterfly for you. You're going to see them in woodsy areas and pretty much everywhere. They're very, very common down there. I'm trying to grab a Malachite butterfly. All right, the Malachite butterfly, not cooperating. All right, this is the Malachite, named after the bright green stone, malachite. You can see that it is a green butterfly. Again, kind of hard to get these guys in focus. There we go, that's a little bit better. Now the Malachite butterfly is extremely interesting. It can live in a lot of different regions of the world. You'll find this in our southern states like Texas, Arizona, border areas of Mexico, South America, Central America, Florida. And that's because this butterfly feeds on all types of different food. It will feed on sap, it will feed on fruit juice, it will feed on flower nectar, And it will also feed on the juices out of animal droppings and the juices out of dead animals. And that's because there's a lot of salts and minerals in those sources. So the malachite butterfly is super adaptable, which is kind of an interesting thing about that butterfly. All right, so I talked about the 3 things that butterflies do every day. They look for mates, they look for food, and they avoid predators. And different butterflies have different ways of doing all of those things. Super interesting, at least to me. I hope it has been informative for you, not too long and boring. And we will see you back here at the conservatory shortly for some in-person butterfly releases. I'm going to go ahead and take my 2 buckets full of butterflies into the Pacific Island Water Garden. We are going to release them in there and attach that to the end of this video for you to see that as well. I hope you guys have a great day. Keep healthy, and we will see you back at the conservatory for blooms and butterflies in the future. Thank you. He doesn't want to come out. And then I have a whole bucket full of blue morphas. Hopefully you can see these guys. We've got some paper towel in here for them to hold on to. Some more in here. Yeah.